Okay, so the next thing I have to announce in conjunction with that is my comic. And this is the proof copy that I first got. So I haven't opened this one yet, and I'm really nervous because this is the copy I started ages ago, and this was a comic that I started writing just after finishing Do You Fancy a Fairy Tale? And it was like, I was at that point, I was still in America, and there was a big competition coming on like Webtoons that you could like start writing a comic and get a bunch of money or something. And it was just so that excuse to start, and I really still loved art. And all the drawings in that one, it was so funny, are all like traditionally hand-drawn pictures that I then put through the computer and things. But I just decided that I was going to learn how to do art digitally and like transfer to that sort of style. And I started a bit with that book, and I got a computer where I could actually draw on the screen because I'd managed to win a virtual reality art competition, which was really, really cool. And the prize for winning was a Wacom tablet, but it was one of those black ones that you couldn't actually see what you were doing, and I couldn't figure it out. I tried so hard and it wasn't working for me. But as soon as I got a laptop that I could draw on, it was a game changer. And I started like just drawing things all the time and decided to put together this comic because I was listening to lots of writers. I was really doing my own like self-taught journey, and a lot of them were talking about like, you know, the classic advice of write what you know, which I don't really agree with now, but there's like truth and not truth within it. And at that time I was like, okay, well, what do I know a lot about? Like, I'm 19, I just finished high school. Like, I know that system. I know how it feels to go through school so vividly right now because I've just gone through it. And so this was like my YA high school, but at that time I was also just coming to realize I, you know, was writing If You Die It's Your Own Fault. And I asked myself at one point, I was like, wow, who do I think is the most attractive character in my book? Like, who would I want to be with? And I was like, Artemis, like just straight up. And then I realized, I was like, wow, that's kind of gay. And then I looked back through my life and I was like, there have been signs that I was maybe avoiding that would suggest that. And so, you know, when you just go through it and you're like, wow, I'm queer, and you have this like wide awakening and everything in your life just turns rainbow for a while. This was in that period, and I was like, what would high school have been like if I had known that and I had like more of a queer high school experience? So that was deeply this book. And I was also, I'm just going into some of the things about it now, but while I was writing this too, I was also getting into anime. I'd kind of missed it in my childhood, and then like late high school I started really getting into it and loving it. And I was sort of getting sick of boobs defying gravity and guys being really horny and gross. And I was like, well, why is it always the guys a bit? And I was just a bit annoyed with that, and I wanted to have a bit of a commentary on that, because like the girls I went to high school versus the really nice, sweet, innocent boys, crazy, wild divide. So I thought that was also kind of fun to capture more of that like sweet, innocent boys that I know. Like, some aren't, but there's definitely girls out there who are a lot like me. And so Nhei was really fun and a fun character to follow in that girls love world, because like boys love, they always have these cool stories, you know, one's a police officer and one's a criminal, and it's like that like who's gonna dominate basically. And I wanted more of that in girls love, rather than just like, should we move in together and like have 5 cats, which is really representative of what, you know, happens. But I wanted more of that cool, like, who's gonna win? It's a bit of an epic battle of wills, and both Nhei and I.zsora are very strong-willed, like in their own ways, and it's just really fun. So that's this book, but I've been having heaps of trouble with it. I published this one in, so I started, it's all copyright for 2020 basically, is when I like started doing the book, but I must have published this one, like it's been, I think it's been like, It's been 6 years. 6 years now since I worked on it, but I think it's been like 5 years since I kind of stopped publishing it too much, or even 4. And this was done like quite a while ago, but I just did a proof copy because making a comic on KDP, my gosh, like I thought Do You Fancy a Fairy Tale was hard enough because you have to go through like PDFs, and formatting books in that program is a kind of hell I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. But comic, oh gosh, it's like, especially seeing as like I wanted bleed, I wanted all the pages to come to the end, and look, does that have it? Yeah, it's just this tiny little white border. How annoying, frustrating beyond just like comprehension to have that tiny little border. And I wanted just like, you know, everything to come to the end and be really nice. But then of course KDP is like, I don't like where that's sat. Like I just, like I know you can read it, I know it's massive, I know it's not gonna like obstruct anything, but it's like slightly over the edge. I don't like it. And then you'd be like, well, just get over it, just like it's fine if you don't like it. And then they're like, no, actually, like I don't want to print it, like I told you I didn't like it. Painful. Like it's taken me like 10 days to get something that KDP will finally, which is Kindle Direct Publishing, will like finally print and like agree it's like, oh yeah, everything's in the borders, it's fine, but then like also look nice on the preview. So without further ado, we'll see whether I hate it or not, because I have like just published it, and then like, I mean, if you want one with funky borders, that's fine. And we'll see if it's bad enough for me to be like, oh yeah, I'll fix this, I'll try to fix this, or I'll just be like, it's fine. We shall see. Because you can also read it online for free, but this has some extra episodes in it that I didn't end up publishing. Let's go. Kind of nerve-wracking. I'm a bit scared. Okay. Moment of truth. Hey! Well, the cover looks nice. So that's really lovely. It's pretty clear. It's pretty like, you know, it's nice. It's nice. So scared. Okay, let's go through. Oh, that comes right to the edge. Okay, that one. Does it cut off the words too much at the top there and the side? Maybe this is a little bit dramatic even for you. I mean, you can see it, right? Like, you can, it doesn't, you could read it. Oh my gosh, all of this is coming to the edge. Okay, let's go to the ones that are all color and things. Oh, see, this is why I like big chunks of text, and you can read all of that. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, bud. The green goes to the edge and to the top. I was so worried about that because it was coming up in the preview that it was just like a white line on the top of it, and I was like, why? Like, why would you do that to me? I had to make it like extra bigger, and my you know, the laptop that I spoke about that I got to drawing on and everything like that, it totally broke down on me. Like, I had a 5-year warranty on it or something, and it broke in like a year because I got that one broke, and then I got a second one, and that one broke, because I don't think laptops are just fit for writers. Like, I don't think, it was like a high endurance laptop too. It was like one of those ones that's like, oh yeah, this is made for office people, you know. It's made to, it was up there on, you know, meant to be used every day. And I just destroyed that thing. Like, I really don't think I don't think they can handle writers. But look at it. It all comes to the edge. There's no, see? There's no fucking lines. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. See, look, that's so much better. It's just so much better. Like there's, yeah, no, see, there's no line. There's no line. This took so long, guys. Like this took such a long time. Because like to have it so that KDP was like happy with, like even this one, it was like, I don't know. Ah, that's so nice. So this one will also be on consignment at GenreCon, and I will now go ahead and order like 7 more copies to be able to sell, which is very exciting. It's kind of fun. So yeah, and it's like, it's all Inkling, and it's like not super focused on comics, but there is a focus on comics. So that was like the whole reason why I decided to finish this off and get it done, because I'd love to finish off the actual comic. I'm about like 1/3 of the way through, but just with everything that's happened and with focusing on more of my full-length novels, I haven't really had the chance. But it does have like a nice little ending, and like it does like kind of stand on its own, which is fun. So I figured I might as well just do it, and I can make more like editions later and things, but it's cool, it's fun, it's all there. Like all of this drawing of mine just in a book. Look at that. It's just, oh, I wanted to do a new cover too, but that's not happening. There's only so much you can do, right? So that's everything. And if you're at GenreCon, I'll see you there. And if you do want a copy, like, you know, let me know, because I can just get you one. But it should be available on Amazon soon, which is cool. Okay, bye.